Hello everybody and welcome to your 7th VBA 2010 tutorial. This tutorial is going to go into a bit more into variables and also further into numerical operators. So the first thing I'm going to show you is another variable type. So far I've used an integer which stores a whole number with no decimal places, but quite often you want to store a number with decimal places instead. So the way to do this, instead of writing as integer, just put as double, and then this is just going to allow you to input your to use numbers with more than one decimal place. So we're going to take advantage of this now. What we're going to do is we're going to put, instead of having num1 plus num2, num1 divided by num2, and then press play. I'm going to show you what happens. So let's put in 5 as our first number, 2 as our second number, and then notice now we've got it coming out as 2.5. If we had this as an integer as we had it before and we tried doing this, press play, 5, 2, then it's only going to come out with 2. It's going to floor it off, and it's not going to give us the number that we want. So that's why we put this as a double. What you'll also need, so for these numbers here as well, they're going to take an input of a number. If we want to be able to input a number with decimal points in here, then we can't have this one as an integer either, because it's going to assign the number there and go, oh, this is an integer, and convert it for us. So let's say we want to do 2.5 divided by 2. It's going to come out with 1 because it's going to round the 2.5 down to 2. So in order to do this, we need to put a double in here and another double in here and press play. And then if we put in 2.5 divided by 2, and then that's going to give us 1.25, which is the answer we wanted. You can also, as well as divide, just to quickly show you, times using the times key or the little star. So if I just show you this, press play, 3.25 times 5.67, and then you've got yourself a little calculator. And so some of you might be thinking, well, why would you even bother putting an integer in? Why would you not just use a double and put your use a double and just save yourself time? Well, there's quite a few times when you'd want it to floor off your number, but also a double takes up more memory. So if you're looking to make your programs run quicker, then doubles will run a lot faster, especially on slower computers. But to be honest, most of the programs you're going to make aren't really going to notice that. The other thing I want to show you is just the order of the operations within your declarations. So this here, at the moment, equals always goes last, so the assignment operator is always going to go last. So whatever's on the right hand side of the assignment operator, it's going to get put onto the left hand side of the assignment operator. Within this section here, it's always going to take the same rules as normal mathematics. So for those that haven't heard of this, so BODMAS. So what this means is brackets over division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So all this means is anything in brackets gets done first, then it's followed by anything that has a division, then a multiplication, then any additions, and then any subtraction. So if we had minus 5 at the end here, then it's going to do our brackets first. We've got no brackets. It's then going to do our multiplications and divisions. So we've got our multiplication here, so it will times these two numbers together, and it will then subtract 5 afterwards because that comes last. So this is going to make quite a big difference. So let's say the order of this. So num1 is 4, num2 is 5, and so 4 times 5 is 20, minus 5 is 15. Whereas if you did this bit first and did 5 minus 5, that's going to be 0. Times it by 4, that's going to be 0 as well. So that's why it's important that you get those in the right order. Generally, I find the easiest thing to do is just to put them in brackets so you're sure. So however you want to do it. So let's say you want those to go first, then stick them in brackets. Everyone knows, no one's going to get confused. Even if you know it yourself, do it for other people, and you'll never make any mistakes. So my tip is more not brackets over division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, just brackets over everything. So that's it for this tutorial. Hope to catch you in future tutorials, and in the next one we're going to be going into strings.